There is no separation between prize fighting and gambling. Let's just look at in my day, when we were fighting for credibility and fighting for acceptance, the levels of credibility were Atlantic City and Las Vegas, the two biggest gambling locations in the country. So the two worlds have been and are and will be intertwined forever. Obviously, any sport, you'd never want any type of blemish or question of legitimacy or integrity coming across your sport. But there's kind of only so much you can do. So I don't think Paramount, even the UFC, it's an issue and it's kind of a big deal to some, but I think in the grand scheme of things, and I think as time goes on, these things, these rumors, these actions, these whatever it is, whatever it ends up being, it's inevitable and it's unavoidable in some ways. So it's a really tough situation. It's been around as long as prize fighting has been around. It's been around as long as sports books have been around. They kind of go hand in hand, so I don't think it'll be too much of a stain on anyone, really.
How big do you think it is behind the scenes? I mean, just with what you know from your experience, I mean, it was longer ago, but you have enough of experience with the sport itself. What do you think?
I mean, it's probably huge because there's huge dollars involved, right? Anytime there's huge dollars involved, there's the potential for anything. I can happily say that of all the issues that we dealt with back in the mid late 90s, early 2000s, this really wasn't one of them
Right.
because we weren't in the sports book. We weren't sanctioned by a lot of places, although at the end of SEG, we got Atlantic City, we got New Jersey, and then at the beginning of Zuffa, we got Nevada. And it was a big deal for us. I think, our first Vegas show, 33, or definitely by 34, 35, which was my last show, 35, us getting on to, I think we were on the book, we were in the sports book of the MGM Grand maybe. And we went out and interviewed like the head of the sports book. So again, when when on one hand, it's the level of credibility and something you strive for, and on the other hand, it could be something that affects or taints the integrity of your sport. Double-edged swords are difficult to hold. But in this case, these two worlds go hand in hand. So I don't know that there's a solution.